Welcome back subscribers and hello YouTube viewers. On this occasion we check out two KFC or Kentucky Fried Chicken outlets that are situated no more than a few hundred metres from each other. One's on the inbound and one's on the outbound motorway known as the West Gate Freeway. So if you were coming or going from the CBD of Melbourne or Melbourne in general to the west of the state, you would have most likely come over the West Gate Bridge. Both of them are abandoned and unfortunately both of them have been quite seriously vandalised and hit with graffiti. So without further ado, let's check out these two sites and I'll jump in from time to time with things that sort of come to mind that might be of interest. Now, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that it wasn't all that long ago when the local council in this area did want to place both of these buildings up for heritage listing. These buildings are quite unique. I don't believe there's hardly any of these around in Victoria, if Australia, especially with this giant canopy, one being red and one being white. Now, just so it sort of lets you know what's going on, the one that's red is on the north side, or the incoming traffic into the CBD of Melbourne, and the white canopy is the going out of Melbourne and departing the CBD of Melbourne over the West Gate Bridge. Now, as for whether or not they were heritage listing, the two buildings, I'm not 100% sure. I just read an article where it was suggested by the local council for that to occur. So your guess is as good as mine if it actually has been, but that was only in recent years. So these buildings obviously have been abandoned for not weeks, not months, but actually years. So it's quite interesting. Also worth noting is both locations that do have like a truck stop. It's a limited one. There is a handful of spots where trucks can come and park up overnight, I guess, and also fuel up as well. That said, on the north side, I didn't see too much activities with the trucks, but definitely on the south side, a lot of trucks were pulling up. Some, I believe, where the drivers were sleeping in their cabins. It is quite unfortunate with all the damage that's involved. Now, when we go into this one in particular on the north, quite a number of the water hoses or the water piping has burst, and I have contacted the authorities to check it out and maybe either turn off all the water at the mains so we're not wasting water, and also to make it safer. I don't believe at either location there is any power, so the risk of electricity or being shocked is pretty much zero. Also, just to remind the people who are watching this video, the reason I go in all the toilets and check it all out is I'm just concerned that there might be someone in there that might be distressed in some sort of way, be it via mental health issues or substance abuse, and that while I'm in here having a look, if I can sort of render some assistance, I will. I'll call whoever I need to call. Those with a mental health issue, I normally back off and let everyone know that I'm in their location. You probably don't hear it, but before I start doing the video recording, I do normally go straight to the front door, make my presence felt by yelling out that we're only coming in to do some videoing and videoing only. And on both occasions, both here and on the other side of the freeway where the other KFC is, there was no one about. There's just no one. But you know, my biggest fear obviously is walking into one of these places and finding someone in some sort of distress. Now, as for why both KFC outlets closed down, I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. But I have noticed that there is a pie face less than 50 metres away as competition. There's also a Hungry Jack's. There's also a Red Rooster, and there's a Cold Express petrol station, say about 150 to 200 metres away from this location as well. Are people choosing them over KFC? No idea. Did COVID COVID play a part in these businesses going under? I don't really think so, because I think one of them, particularly this north one, was shut down before COVID hit, but I'm not 100% sure. Now, for suggestions or solutions to this problem, to make it a viable business of sorts, I'm no expert, but what I have noticed is there's no EV outlets. So if you have an electric car coming or going out of Melbourne to the west, I'm not sure how people would respond to it, but if this was a location where you could charge up your electric vehicles on both sides, because neither of these sides have a place to charge up vehicles, and if you just had like a coffee place where you could sit down and have a cup of coffee while your car is being charged up. Alternatively, it could be a car wash at the same time, and even a dog wash. So if you lived in the immediate area, you would come to this location, wash your car, wash your dog, and charge up your electric vehicle. That's just me surmising. It's just an idea. But, you know, it's an idea like that can maybe bring these buildings back into life. So here we are on the south side of these KFC outlets, and this one is a little bit larger. There's a lot more space, and it hasn't been as badly vandalised and damaged as the north side. Now on this side, as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot more trucks that park here overnight, and this would make a great location for like a shower, facilities for the truck drivers, or for anyone, even people who are coming through with their caravans or motorhomes. They just want to take a break before they commence their journey once again via to the west. Now also, this could be another location for a car wash, a truck wash, a coffee shop, and things of those nature, even a dog wash, or even an off-lead little dog park where you could, park up your EV, get it charged up, let the dog out in a dog run where it can run around without a lead on in an enclosed area, and have a little coffee shop. I'm not sure, that could be an idea, just like any idea, but to leave it vacant and letting it just, allow vandals and graffitis just to attack it, it's only going to get worse. And the building is quite spectacular from the outside. It just needs some positive entrepreneur to think of an idea that would work with a good business plan to make it all, viable once again. But anyway, it's just an idea. And as you can see, the drive-in area is still there. There's my car. And we will go check out that truck coming in with its sheep, just to say hello. Wow. So here we are nearing the end of this video or this presentation, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have gone over the West Gate Bridge, either coming into town or leaving Melbourne, and have noted these two buildings. They're both now abandoned, so now you know what the story is with them. And if you did like the video, by all means, click on that like button or that thumbs up icon, and please subscribe. Subscribe, it really doesn't cost you 1 cent, and it helps out the channel immensely. But most importantly, stay safe, commute safe, and have a great day.